How's your hands?
They're fine, that's not what I'm here for. Listen, I broke a bottle, okay, with a chemical exactly like this.
So?
I've got to replace it, man. I'm history.
It's virtually illegal. Worth a fortune. Where down did you get it?
Darryl.
Oh, the thing is, I've had a meeting cancelled and I've got a bit of spare time right now.
Now? Yeah, fine. I'll be right over.
Great.
See you soon.
This time we'll get him. I promise you, Kirsty, this time is history.
I'll be glad to get out of here tonight. That business with that poor doctor dying in his car, I mean, it's enough to give you the willies.
That is so strange. Have you guys noticed that smell in the new wing, kind of smoky?
Yeah, a bit.
Oh, Lord, I hope we're not on fire.
No, I've noticed it before. It's creepy. Like there's something in the air. And every time I go in there, I feel really cold.
Well, if you wore the proper clothes, Gina, you'd feel much better.
I'm talking spiritual cold, Marge.
Oh, really? Don't be so absurd.
Don't you mock my Auntie Louisa. She's psychic. She's got a spiritual guide who helps her contact all her friends. The dead ones, I mean. His name's Great Whispering Creek. She only has to call him up and...
On the cell phone or something?
Dumbo, don't be silly. Crystal ball, of course.
Oh, I don't believe in all that stuff. It's a waste of time even talking about it.
Get out, Steve. Why doesn't anyone take me seriously?
Good question. Hi, Mum.
Yeah? Everything all right at home?
You're fine. Hone wants to see me. Can you buzz him?
Oh, I won't be home tonight. Bridge has been swapped at the last minute. Can you organise something for you and Stuart?
Sure.
Plenty of stuff in the freezer.
No worries. I'll make sure the invalid keeps his strength up.
Come on. I'll be here all night at this rate.
Careful! How long do you reckon Darryl will be?
I don't know, long enough, I hope. Honey will keep him talking.
Boy, I knew your brother was slime, but I never thought I'd get into the designer drug scene. What was that?
It's Basil, next door neighbour's kid. He sleeps on the roof.
Can't be healthy for your heart to go this fast.
I had a teacher once. I reckon a bit of old-fashioned terror was good for the system.
Yeah, well, I reckon he was right. I'm loving every minute of this.
Joe and Steve will take New Wing, and Kate and I will do admissions. Okay? Let's go.
Mills. A moment of your precious time, please. I gather Declan's told you I'm pregnant.
Yeah. He didn't mean to. I mean, he didn't do it on purpose. It just...
That's why you're suddenly not so keen on my seeing him.
I suppose so, yeah.
Well, can I ask why?
Things will get complicated, you know? Well, they've already gotten complicated.
In what way?
I want to be there. I feel like I should, support you, help you, but I don't know how you feel about that. I don't really know how you feel about anything. You haven't told him, have you? I mean, hell, you're going out with him, and if I'm the father of the child that... Oh, I mean, it could get complicated. I think we need to talk.
There's nothing to talk about.
But...
We had a deal, remember?
Yeah, but I mean, now that it's actually happened, I just can't stand by and ignore...
Yes, you can, and you will. Please, my pregnancy's my business.
But, Carrie,
That was the deal, Steve.
Haven't you got a home to go to?
Oh, I'm getting so used to the couch here, I don't know if I could sleep in my own bed.
You are now a free person. Go home and have a long, hot bath.
Fat chance. Quick sleep, then I'm back in again.
Well, come on, I'll walk you to the car park.
Hey, what's wrong with your colleague?
Oh, which colleague?
Rollparter. He rings me up about our new antihypertensives, right? So I come racing in here and suddenly he's not interested. He starts going on and on about the new scrum laws. I'm a league man myself.
Oh, I don't know, Darryl, and to be honest, I really don't care.
Hey, it's excellent stuff. Have a look.
Oh, thanks. Bedtime reading.
Good on you. See you.
Hi, Bronwyn, Mrs. Kirby. A wee bit early.
It's Bronwyn, Doctor. She's been vomiting all day, ever since we saw you.
Oh, see you at home.
She can't even keep water down.
You better take a look. Hold on. Jackie, could you take Bronwyn and Mrs. Kirby through? I'll be there in a tick.
Sure.
Now, could you page Guy Warner for me and tell him
Tell
that
him what?
Oh, sorry, it looks like I've kept you here under false pretences. Bronwyn, the pregnant girl, Grandma's just brought her back in. Doesn't look up to a family chat.
Well, right.
So, sorry, hon. I'll give you a call later.
I'm starting to feel like a criminal now. Promise me something, Stuart.
What?
You'll never ask me to spend another night like this.
Well, that's him.
I'm out of here.
Your car's not around the front, is it?
Don't be a dork, it's around the block.
Bloody quacks. I live on another planet. Any calls?
No.
What are you up to tonight?
Nothing, what?
Well, Mum won't be home for dinner, and she wanted to know if you'd put on your apron and whip us up something.
Well, if you want to cook, then you'll have to do it yourself.
Oh, don't worry about you, Stuart. Ever since you got into great art, you've lost your sense of humour.
Steve, isn't it? The guy that's always walking out just as I'm walking in?
Yeah. Like now.
Why do I get the distinct feeling that you don't want to talk to me?
Sammy, I'm on duty, pal.
Yeah, you're always on duty. You've got to rewire the house and mow the lawns. Have you talked to the mother yet?
I'll get around to it.
Okay, well, what's the big deal? I mean, she's only having a baby and you're only the father. What is it with you, pal? I thought you had principles.
Sam, I have, okay?
So you say. But, mate, if you reckon your father's a cowboy...
Hey. Don't bring my father into this. Just butt out.
Fighting over your toys again?
I don't know what's up with Steve, you know. He reckons he's so straight. He wouldn't know straight if it hit him in the face.
Straight.
Oh, you know, straight up, decent.
All right. So what's he done now? Robbed the bank?
He got a girl pregnant and he doesn't want to know.
And he's sure he's the father?
Of course he is, that guilty schmuck.
Hey, don't be so hard on him, Sam, old man. He might not be the only guilty schmuck around here.
What do you think it is, Doctor?
I'm not sure. Bronwyn's uterus is unusually enlarged. I'd like to do a scan and keep her an overnight, if that's okay.
I just want to get better.
You'll be right, love.
I'll go set it up. Thanks.
Wow, who's a lucky patient?
Patience. These were taken out of the wards.
Did you do it? Joe, did you put this here?
No, why would I do that?
Maybe the old oxygen depletion theory.
What's that?
Do you mean there's something about nursing you don't know?
Years ago they used to take flowers out of the wards at night. They reckon it used up all the oxygen in the air.
But even though plants respire at night, they're not photosynthesizing.
Okay. Thank you. Einstein, we know that. So who do you reckon did it?
I wouldn't have the foggiest.
Do I really have to stay here all night?
Afraid so.
Neat. What about my book, though?
I'll go home and get your things, love. Just as soon as you're settled in.
Will you read it to me, Jackie?
Sure.
We found the culprit, Bronwyn. You're not pregnant.
Told you.
Your scan shows a high-dated mole. That's a growth in your womb. It produces the same hormone as pregnancy, which is why the test was positive.
Is it bad?
Well, it's not good, but I'm sure we can completely remove it.
Will I still be able to have babies?
Sure. We could have a talk in the morning. I'll tell you all about the operation then.
All right?
Yep.
Okay. See you in the morning.
You can have the last bit.
No, thanks.
Go on. You're the invalid. And put lead in your pencil. No rest for the wicked.
You working tonight?
Yeah.
How come you have to work so late?
That's what happens when you get a real job, Stuart. They call it hard yakka. Hey, want to give me a hand with this box? Hey, don't wait up, honey.
can do it, Jack. You can stop. Just like that.
What do you want about?
You? Smoking?
2 a day?
You haven't had one this evening?
No,
Then who's been smoking out there?
it wasn't me.
Oh, there's this funny smoky smell.
Joe said that last night. It's probably a patient.
None of them smoke.
Then it must have been a visitor. You know, the one who put the plants out in the corridor. Anyway, how's Joe doing?
Oh, fine. She's talking to Mrs. Bridges. A bit more practice and she'll pass for a real one.
Oh, good.
Is this your mother hen number, is it?
Oh, well, it was her first ever time on night shift last night, and she was a bit jumpy. She's a bit over-imaginative.
Yeah. Too many brains, I reckon.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep an eye on her?
Yeah, that'll be great, huh? So, are you going to do it here or what?
Ooh, very cute when you're bossy, chicky wicky.
You don't play cards on duty.
Yep, strip poker. And if you don't want any interruptions, you just hide the patient's call buttons.
You're having me on.
Moi? Well, maybe a little bit. Hey, Guy, you off home?
Yeah.
Lucky for some, eh? Dinner, glass of wine, a CD or two, and then bed. I could hack that.
I'll take this to Jackie.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve, can I talk to you about Carrie's immaculate conception? You realise, of course, that you're not the only candidate for fatherhood.
What?
Well, by all accounts, Carrie did a bit of canvassing. She went out and shopped around.
For fathers?
Yeah, for a donor.
Who else?
Chris, myself, a few others.
You?
Yeah, we're talking creme de la creme here. So if you're losing any sleep about it, don't.
Don't? Don't? How would you feel if it was your father who was dating the woman that was in question here?
What's the problem with it?
Oh, get a brain, Guy, come on. If Dad and Carrie get serious, my father's going to end up the stepfather to his own grandson.
Or granddaughter.
I will end up the father to my stepmother's baby, who I had out of wedlock with my boss, who I didn't even sleep with.
True. But let me break something to you gently, Steve.
What?
You should have thought of that beforehand.
Hiya.
Who's this?
Egbert, he's my duck.
Shouldn't you be asleep?
What about my story? We're up to the part where he's just called them all into the dining car. I reckon...
I tell you what if you, snuggle up for 10 minutes and then I'll come back and read your book? Deal?
Deal.
Great.
Brian, are you awake?
I think so.
How you doing?
All right. Groggy as.
Comfortable? Brian, who turned you over?
Can't remember. Nice nurse.
Jackie, the charge nurse?
Old lady. Tall. Wearing grey.
I found out why Gary and Sue want to play bridge tonight.
Uh-huh.
They were trying to match me up with some friend of Gary's. A little bald man with bad breath. Still, suppose they meant well. Night, dear.
No.
Still up?
How's work?
Fine.
That's good, because there was something I forgot to tell you.
What is it this time?
I accidentally broke one of those little bottles that were in those boxes over there.
How the hell did you do that?
It's okay, I replaced it. But then I thought, well, that's pretty stupid, Stuart, so I thought I'd better even them up. So I just emptied them all and then replaced the lot.
With what?
Water.
You stupid little
No. If I got you into trouble.
You're such an idiot, Stuart.
Don't wake Mum.
I could lose my job. That stuff was important.
Oh, I bet it was. Why don't you phone the guys at the lab and apologise? Sorry, guys, but I think your drugs have gone down the dunny. I'm sure the folks at Rockwell will be most understanding. Go on. I'll enjoy explaining this to Mum.
You wouldn't.
Oh, yes, I would this time. Oh, and the police know where the homegrown lab is too. So I guess you're not going to be too popular there. I mean, it may look as though you've dropped them in it. Oh, but the good thing is, Darryl, you got a seat on tonight's late flight to Sydney. I use your credit card. You better get going.
I'll go. I'm not stupid. But you'll keep, Stuart. You'll keep.
And I'd better get back.
Hey, you are allowed a break. Have you still got the jitters?
I went to attend Brian, but someone already had, and I can't figure out who.
Steve?
Brian said it was an elderly woman.
We don't have any older nurses on tonight.
I know, and then I freaked out because I thought he'd probably dreamt someone had done it, and I actually had and had forgotten.
Or maybe you were just a little bit confused.
A bit. I feel like I'm losing it altogether.
Nah, only charge nurses are allowed to do that. Yeah, jiggle.
Thanks. The thing is, I wouldn't worry, but my mum's undergoing treatment for manic depression. She does things and then completely forgets. I'm worried I'm doing the same.
Look, I think the only thing that's wrong with you is a bad dose of night shift willies. You know what the cure for that is? Paperwork.
Skiving off again, are you, Lenny?
Go away, Steve.
All right, man. Man, you're tough. You know that sometimes? Look, I'm sorry. I was way out of line.
What did you say?
You heard. So, I take it you're not exactly busy, huh?
What does it look like? Have you decided what you're going to do?
Man, it's amazing. You're a mind reader.
Well, you didn't come in to change the linen, did you?
Look, this baby thing's a lot more complicated than what I let on.
Like how complicated?
Mega. There's a lot going down that's...
You're not trying to tell me you're not going to do anything?
No. I am. I just got to get some stuff squared up first.
Straight up?
Straight up.
Okay, man. Well, you do what you got to do. Just remember, you got to live with yourself.
And there's Mac. He's the fellow who owns the pub. He's on the end of a saxophone. Now, it's pitch dark. He's in the middle of the road, playing Rhapsody in Blue for all the punters. It was magic. It was pure magic.
You're a very nice bloke, Kennedy.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
I like talking to you.
Well, why don't you tell me some of your dark secrets?
Well, I might not have any. Let's go to bed.
What, are you sleepy?
No. Hello? Yeah, sure, just a moment. It's Steve.
Hey, honey.
Yes, we did it. We
I'm
did
sure
it.
did.
Ooh.
Feel good?
Very good. Very good. Very good. Shh. Mum's asleep.
I wish I'd seen the look on his face when you told him what we'd done.
Oh, man, you should have seen it. It was beautiful. Sort of white. Did you tip the cops off?
Yeah, no names, just the address.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should have put him behind bars.
No, it's better this way. I like the thought of him on the run. I like it a lot. To Darryl Nielsen, running scared.
And long may it last.
You were away a long time.
Haven't you been asleep yet?
No, just resting my eyes. Why do they keep coughing all the time?
Who?
Those little kids in the other beds.
Where's your book?
The other nurse came in and read it to me.
Steve?
No, a lady. She was nice, like my gran.
You mean she was quite old? Are you sure?
Really wrinkly. She had a long grey dress and a funny hat, like a serviette.
This had better be good, Steve. I was just about to go...
We need to talk.
Oh, that's obvious. Shoot.
It's about Carrie.
Ah, are you blowing hot or cold on that subject?
You know
at the
she's
moment?
pregnant, don't you?
Yeah, I told you that.
Well, there may very well be a problem with the father.
Oh, I thought he was out of the picture.
No, he's not. He's here. I mean, he might very probably still be around.
Well, you get to the point, Steve, very quickly.
What would you say if I told you the father may very well be me? I'm not joking, Dad. You know, Carrie wanted to get pregnant, and I...
Yeah? You mean you and her,
No. It's a long story, but...
Yeah, but you're the father, right?
I may very well be, yes.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.